Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So in this video, I'm going to be kind of sharing with you what I'm at least planning on going to be using for 4v4. So it's not like one set of weapons. Obviously, if you watch a stream or whatever, and I end up playing, I'm not only going to be using these weapons. But as far as like from what I've been playing with and what's reliable, it's probably going to be something along the lines of what you're seeing. So shoddy gameplay is definitely heavy. I was going on Destiny Tracker afterwards, so you can look at kind of the kill feed and like the kill splits, and I was averaging around like 8 shoddy kills, 8 Hawksaw, 8 to 10 primary, and around 8 shotgun kills. So I was going in with the shotgun, and obviously if you know, in some situation I am a better shotgunner than the people on the other team, then I'm gonna exploit that. Or maybe I have a worse shotgun than them and I have a better primary, then I'll exploit that. So it depends on the map and kind of the matchup, I guess. But for the most part, I'm gonna be using this little setup right here. So the primary is the vendor Hawksaw. You can find it at the Crucible Quartermaster. It's gonna be gone, I think, when the expansion comes out. So if you're looking at this pulse rifle right here and it looks good, then go ahead and buy it before it's no longer available. I included it within my video of weapons to buy before Rise of Iron comes out, because during Rise of Iron, more likely than not, there's going to be new weapons and you're not going to be able to buy the weapons that they're currently selling. So this one he's selling, it has Eyasluna 19 as the sight. It has fitted stock, counterbalance, and small bore. So very, very, very high stability. It's one of my favorite pulse rifles. Originally there was one with high caliber rounds, but I've kind of fallen in love with the stability on this Hawksaw. And then obviously, I'm sure you're all familiar with it, I got the Matador on. And this doesn't mean I'm going to be shotgunning overall, and if you watch my stream, I'm only going to be shotgunning. The main thing is that I'm going to stick to shotgun for 4v4. Sniping in 4v4 is fun, and yes, it might be manageable, but it's not something that's actually going to give your team an advantage in any situation. But if I play 3v3 still, I'm definitely still going to be planning on sniping. If you watch, doubles games like double GBs, or maybe there's a doubles tournament, I'm still going to be sniping in those formats. But as far as like 4v4, we're probably going to be looking at like Hawksaw, Matador, with a Voidwalker. And if you guys were unaware, I'm pretty sure this is confirmed. It's like seriously, I don't know, suspicious, what you want to call it. It's highly anticipated that we're getting Matador coming in Rise of Iron. There's also a Dead Orbit Shoddy that has pretty much identical stats to Matador. So Matador isn't going to be overpowered or whatever now. I hope they do bring snipers back up a little bit, because I feel like if we make shotguns that much better, even though they're not overpowered, I don't think, if we make them, too clear of an option, like how I guess snipers were to most of the community, even though honestly I feel like shotgunning was easier this whole entire time in 2.0 than sniping, but I don't want it to become to the point where like everyone gets on that bandwagon where we nerf shotguns just because we nerf snipers, and now shotguns are the clear choice, so let's nerf that too. But this loadout's a ton of fun. Axions, obviously are super good. I don't find them that useful in 6v6, but in 4v4 I definitely noticed myself getting a lot of kills with them. And in this game mode, you're usually going to be having shots being laid down on you. Is that a good way to phrase it? People are going to be shooting you for a majority of the game, and if you're shooting people back, obviously you're going to be aimed down sights. And a lot of times when you're aimed down sights, you're not going to be able to see your radar, and a lot of times people kind of lose track of things, and Axions will be on their tail without them really knowing. I kind of choked on the speech there a little bit, boys. But it's just really fun. Axion's really good. Nova Bomb is super good because there's so much emphasis on like OBJ and stuff because of zone control that we're playing. I think that's kind of going to be like the main game mode for competitive. But when everyone's on a flag, it's like really key to get a B cap on a lot of maps, because it's really hard to cap it when you're down. So like for example on Burning Shrine, you can get a lot of people stacked up on one flag. So I've seen a quad Nova Bomb on us. I've gotten multiple 3 pieces. Generally I get like 2 kills. They're not usually single kills. You don't want to just use it panic like right here as you're watching on the screen. That's a terrible use. I'm sorry, Defil, but that's just kind of as an example. That's not a very good use of a Nova. Well, I don't know. Maybe in that situation, we're playing against a bubble in this game, so we had to save our supers just for that bubble to take it out. But yeah, this loadout is just really solid overall. Just a quick tip for shotgunners, something I've been noticing a lot recently. Unless you play like 10 cents or 8 or 7 or 9 or whatever, like super high cents, I noticed that like, you obviously want to be ADS a lot of the time when you're shotgunning, but if you're sliding around a corner and you can realize that you're not probably going to be able to adjust to the guy's body in time, aiming in doesn't really do that much with shotguns anymore. So if you're within like 2, 3, 4 feet of them, just scope out, and it's going to be a lot easier to aim because you're not aimed in. So even if you run like a lower sense, I'm running a 4 right now, I think, maybe a 5, but it's still relatively easy to snap to the person's body simply because I de-scoped or de-ADS'd my shotgun. So that's a quick little tip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have more plans for videos in the future. I'm going to be streaming or maybe making videos for it. I'm going to do 1v1s with Walla, and hopefully if other streamers and YouTubers and friends of mine want to do that, I can use that as a source for making videos and entertainment. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.